I don't know if you can see the crack in the side of my cowling or not, but that's something that I need to put some glue on. It's just getting bigger and bigger. I have a new cowling, but I feel lazy to replace it. Okay, we're going to do the opposing wingtip cameras underneath facing forward again as the water leaves the air. This should be a little bit better. Yeah, you need to put some 5-minute epoxy on that and just be done with it.
12.4 volts, throttle release, flaps half. Flaps half, flaps up.
You can hear it from here. It's a hollow rattling sound. A little ELO. Just neat to hear that from the 70s. You know, he was really great. I liked it. And then they did some stuff where they played with a London Philharmonic.
11.4 volts.
He's a one-man band, and what he did was he'd what they call overdubbing, and he'd get the background music from whatever it is he did. He played all the instruments. I think he was a session musician originally. He also played with someone else. Yeah, we got a little pendulum effect going there. But then he got rich
11.5 volts.
and famous and was able to use the London Philharmonic, and boy, that adds a little power to your presentation. Oh, mean.
Volts.
Yeah, the fella next door, David, he's a longtime Zellwood resident. His dad owned a nursery, and he got to work out there when it was 105 degrees in it, and figured out that wasn't a good plan. And they moved to Apopka for a bit, which is a neighboring community, and he came back to Zellwood. I think I remember his wife. She's a pretty little heartbreaker, and she'd had enough of him for whatever reason. I think after
11.1 volts.
just prior to the kids all growing up, he had 3. Micah was the boy, and I somehow met him too. My son knew him, I think. It'd be fun to see what this stuff looks like.
11 volts.
Huge fan of the space program, and every time I look at like Apollo 11 leaving the moon surface, I can't help but to think if they'd had just one of these shitty little cameras for $100, how much more impressive that would have been. I mean, and the irony's not lost on me that they're the reason I have this shitty little camera. Miniaturization was a shining example of for every dollar you put in the space program, you get $100 back, and not just for shitty little cameras, but for medicine, just all kinds of things. It literally gave the world, our bizarre space race, gave the world way better tech. Watching Genius on National Geographic, and our subject is Albert Einstein, and I just find great humor that he, like every other great man out there, was a cockmeister. That comedy writes itself, I'm not kidding you. Yeah, the lady of the man. Everybody's shocked. I'm like, yeah, no. When you're a rock star and you're a healthy male,
10.7 volts.
Yeah, you're wanting to sow that seed. It'd be neat to see a compendium of the progeny that he did create, and whether they actually were able to contribute to society in a meaningful way like him.
.7 volts.
Yeah, I'm not going to put cameras on the Beaver because the one piece of tape come off. .7 volts. So my plan is with a rig is to empty
low battery
much of the water out of the freshwater holding tank so I don't create too much weight. Hauling that thing out of my yard and dragging, I've got a little sand lip. I may even correct that if it gets stupid and have them bring some soil out. I'd like to haul that thing with a lot of water in it just to slosh it around because I actually sanitized the tank with some chlorine, but it'll be fine. See you guys.
11.2 volts.
I might fly this thing again and just reverse the camera. Might be something to consider. Let's see how that goes. It's funny, the run cam, you have to hold the battery down for about a half hour. Back in a minute.